Christine Lagarde, of course, used to serve as the IMF's managing director before she joined the ECB. And she was well known for her weather metaphors. She always used to say that you fix the roof when the sun shines. Now she says she intends to stay in her position until inflation returns to 2% in the euro area. So, how is the decision made? Where are the big decisions taken in the Governing Council? Do you get much work done in here looking at this view?
I don't look at it very much, actually. I know it's there. It's the financial center of Frankfurt, but I'm sufficiently far away from them to appreciate the independence of the central bank.
Oh, good. That was quick. That was quick. We're going to the Governing Council.
We're going to the Governing Council.
The Governing
Let
Council.
me take you there.
Have you got a good idea of where everybody stands? I always remember it famously said that, Alan Greenspan never wanted to be on the wrong side of the decision. He knew what the decision would be before he did it.
I generally know where we're going to end up at the end of the meeting, yes. Because I talk to them, I know where they stand, I know where their sort of policy backbone is and how we're going to rally a majority. But during the meeting, everybody talks, they all say their views, and the chief economist, having consulted with me, makes a proposal. And then we try to defend it. Thank you.
Oh, wow.
This is the Governing Council room. So I sit here, and the 20 governors sit around the table.
Is there any case of, no, I don't agree with you on that, or not? Is it just...
It happens, but I'm sharing the meetings. So if they want to say, I disagree, or, I would like to qualify the point made by my colleague, they go like that. So it's a two hands. But it's a freefold, but disciplined.
Wow.
And it works.
Do you feel you've got to keep, it's like a horse, you've got to keep it on a tight rein, otherwise it'll get away?
A bit. If only for time pressure, because they all have lots of very interesting things to say. Difficulty is to say it in less than 5 minutes. So some of the governors, whom I really like very much, are notorious for speaking and speaking and speaking for a long time. So to those ones, I occasionally, when it reaches 4.5, 5 minutes, I go, and they know.
Do you feel tensions in the council, in the Governing Council? No, I'm not saying outright battles, but tensions between those countries that would like more near-term rather than far-term?
Yes, there is a bit of that tension, and it depends on category of things. One is, it depends where they sit. There are countries where inflation has already gone down significantly, and there are countries where inflation is still quite high, despite the fact that when they sit in the room, they are representatives of the euro area. They still have their national, heart and hat on, if you will. And second, I think it's also a factor of their attitude towards monetary policy. Some of them are more hawkish by background, by DNA, and others are less hawkish.
Finally, I need to talk about yourself. I mean, how many years now have you been here?
In this job?
Yeah.
Over 4 years now.
What do you want to do next?
I want to finish that job, and I want to get you asked me about this timely manner.
Yes.
Okay? I want to get to 2%. And I want to get to that 2% sustainably, so that people in the street who do their shopping and who go to the petrol station appreciate that we are doing the job for them. Once I've done that...
Have you just given yourself a target there? I don't just mean the ECB target.
Well,
she's there until 2%. Once she's 2% of...
3.5 years. It's interesting. It's the duration of our projection.
How aware are you that this is at the very top of the financial ship, but that there are X 100 million people underneath that are going to feel the effect, good, bad or indifferent, of what's taken in this room?
See that structure up there? You really have to appreciate that. It's an aluminium representation of Europe.
What?
So when in doubt, governors have to think that above them are the Europeans. This is Europe. and we are serving them.
Can I sit in your chair?
Of course you can.
Excuse me. Too long. Turn him off.